Hi guys. So to kind of expand on conspiracy theories today, there was kind of like a popular video going around, and basically, I think this woman from Haiti, or it was a woman who was basically saying that in a colonial sense in America, there was a spiritual contract that went down, basically a 400-year contract where white folks in America, in order to keep power, they made this contract, and the contract consisted of having the exchange of black bodies. And back then, or at the time being, they were meeting their status quo, but now they are not. And so she was saying that basically, make America great again is to basically get these black bodies, these sacrificial black bodies, back up. And when you think of it that way, as a spiritualist, I feel like she's like spot on. I already knew that, America's kind of like a cursed land spiritually. It's like a portal, a chaos portal in itself. And we already kind of, when you get in the conspiracy tip or the spiritual tip, we know that a lot of things run on blood rituals and sacrifice. As much as we try to say that we live in a modern world, we act very barbaric. We behave from barbarism and technology culture. And so sacrificing isn't far-fetched. The fact that we can allow police terrorism to keep going on is to meet it's the literal maintenance of imperialism and the status quo under colonialism. And so it needs constant blood, basically. Not only is it built on slavery and genocide in America and the United States, it needs constant blood offerings, if you will. And so we like to also say that we're a religious country when there's a lot of witchcraft happening all the fucking time. And the fact that there's ongoing genocides always happening with imperialism all around the world, America being one of them. You always have missing indigenous people, killings of indigenous people still, of natives, missing women and children. All this shit is the same branch, in my opinion. And yeah, I wouldn't doubt that at all. Like, the whole make America great again is to start reaching those status quo. And the fact that they kind of they're lately, have you guys noticed that they're also been finding lynchings of black folks and calling all of them bitches like suicide. And so again, I wouldn't doubt that it's to meet the status quo. How they used to, like, everything is magic. You guys need to know that. Like, literally, everyone's having this like fucking meltdown over like, why are black people so obsessed over, like, people are waking up. Literally, they used to eat us, consume us, and there has to be something to where people become so obsessed with siphoning black folks, siphoning melanin. People, it's always been like a conspiracy that, black girl magic, black people are magical, from our hair to our skin. The idea for me, you ever notice how people want to touch us so much, our hair, to rub our skin and things like that? It's all magic. And it's crazy to say that, but it really is. In a spiritual tip, people like to sleep with us in the fetish way, but also it's magic. I feel like people are so hungry to get back to the roots that they'll do any and everything to consume blackness. So there has to be definitely something about the obsession around blackness, and the fact that we're overly exploited in every sense of the word, and hyper consumed. And I wouldn't doubt if folks still eat us type shit. And what scares me is like all the hidden knowledge behind the why, a lot of the times. And yeah, it's what else did I put? It does seem very ritualistic and sacrificial. But I do feel like there has to be karmic debt to be paid. I've been feeling this for a long time. I think a lot of indigenous people feel this too, where I don't think people get off scot-free for doing what they're doing. And I do think there's consequences, if not already, coming for all this shit. And it's not something that can just continue to live out. At least it's just my idea, whatever. Yeah, it's stuff to think about. Crazy world we live in. Again, nothing is what it seems. And what do you guys think about the 400-year contract running out?